Welcome back. We're moving the irrigation pipe trailers to the back. That's my old 1958 Apache camper trailer. And the thing's still in pretty good shape. The piece on the top is just added on. I'll tell you more about it. I got that for sale. These trailers here are for sale. They're 26 feet long, I think. 23, 26. I have it written on here. They're 26 feet long. But I'm kind of thinking about converting these over to something else. So all the irrigation pipe now is sold. I'm bringing the manure spreaders up. That's one of them. So I'm bringing that up, taking that back, and then I'm gonna bring another one up and just trying to get more money to buy another Lickity Log splitter. I haven't got in that 12-step program for Lickity Log splitter addiction yet. So thanks to Tony for that. He's finding it for me. We'll see you in a little bit. I'll be in the back in a minute. Bye. Well, here we are working until dark again. I don't know how to work in the daylight. Another one going out. This one has a flat tire. I think the squirrels ate the valve stem on it because the valve stem's gone. When you get around and hit that flat spot, the whole thing jumps a little bit. But they're selling them for bones. They got a lot of good bones. Gearboxes, that. Beater blades in the back. Spinners. All sorts of good stuff on them. And I'm selling them for dirt cheap. Just so I can look at another Lickity Log splitter. No, I ain't got there yet. And this is what I brought back. I have that for sale also. And the irrigation pump. The guy that bought all the piping did not want the irrigation pump and did not want these trailers. So that turned out good or bad, I got no idea. So this one's going out. And then I got to start moving all that stuff and all that stuff to this side. You can't see it this time. There's a dead tree there. You can see the dead tree right there. And then there's another big one up there that's dead, which that might be next year. But this one here has been dead for a couple years. It's going to come down and crash on everything. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to move the backhoe unit, but I got to do it. So that's where we're at. I'm going to haul it up the front and then get ready. These are supposed to get picked up tomorrow morning. Uh-oh, I got one dragging here. I guess that won't be too bad. I guess if there's a couple dragging. Hope they don't hit anything. We'll find out when we get to the front. I think I'll try to pull them up a little bit. So that's what I'm working on. Spent 3 hours on the road today getting stuff, so I didn't get to this. I was going to, and then the wife found something up in Pennsylvania she wanted, and we drove up and got it. I'll show you that a bit later on. So we'll see you. Bye-bye. Hi guys. Busy today loading these things up. We loaded the one with that thing there. Did I ever tell you how nice that unit is? That thing just works wonders. Well, we backed the first one right up into there. Look at this beautiful trailer. Isn't that something else? That'll swivel now. Yeah, that looks good. I got to get over the other side, guys. I got to direct it. I got to lift it up some, I think. I can move it in and out. I can move that in and out, so don't worry about that on that.
I'm not.
You trying to get the tongue on this side or that side?
It don't matter.
Let me go raise it up. I got to go raise it up. Hold on a second. You're doing good. Wasn't sure how we were going to get them on here. I can move it any way you want. Let me go up a little bit because that tire's hitting. Okay, now I'm coming in. Now you want to swing it forward? I'm going slow. You want me to bring it in some more, right? Now I'm going to swing a little more forward. You okay? You want to bring it this side of that or just in front of it?
Just down.
All right, I'm coming down.
Bring in.
You want to come in? You want me to come in closer?
See if we can get up on Nico.
Whoops, wrong direction. You like it there? Look at that, got them things on there. You need more slack? Yeah, let me see if I can get this side. Oh, I can't reach it. Let me come down a little bit more, give you a little slack. I know this ain't the best vintage. I'm trying to do 2 things at one time. Or 3 things. Get you guys a video, get this thing down, and we'll get this off of here, I think. Yeah. That kind of balanced it out. There we go. You got an ornery one there, huh? Yeah, I can get you a hammer. Where's the Kubota? Never mind, that was just in time. Threatening with a hammer. All right, you ready for me to go up and out of the way? We can put the boom in later. Whoops, wrong one. Watching the camera instead of watching the levers. We've been there before, haven't we? That's good right there. We'll quiet this noise box down. Don't know how you're going to get them off. What do you got up there to get them off with?
I got a big loader truck.
Do you?
If not, the backhoe will get it off.
Yeah, backhoe work all right. Well, is that the way you want it, under and up? In New York, they'll get you for that. Anything outside the rub rail, they'll nail you.
Virginia will do that too. $100 a.
$100 a hook.
Yeah.
You know, that's how the rub rails were made to work.
No, this isn't a rub rail. This is a rub rail. You got to hook it to the frame.
That's.
I had an ex-wife that had a wreck down, just right down the country there. And it was in October, and the leaves had fell off. It rained.
Right.
And they fell on the blacktop, and it looked like this snot on the road. And a little girl come over top the hill and she had a load of hay on, and she was a new driver. And whenever she saw her, she hit the brakes, and that slid her into the trailer. And I had them hooked on the outside.
And knocked them off.
Cut them.
Okay.
Whole way back.
Whew. Well, I guess there's a reason, but I don't know.
That's a rub rail. It's not a hook wire. Where's the hook them in? If you can't hook them, then.
There's a channel under here. Yeah, you could hook to that. Well, you want to change that?
No, we're in Maryland.
Hancock, you're up there where those big balls go across 70.
Yeah, actually on 615.
Wife's got some relatives who used to live up that way, and we used to go underneath those balls for the airport, and then you turn at the next road. That's a good looking truck. It'll haul that thing, won't it? All right, we'll bring you back in a little bit, guys. Well, there goes another part of my life. We're done with farming. See if I can catch up to him. It's hard getting out of the driveway here. Well, I'm rolling up on the seat. Sorry about that. Cold start. Got some of the grass mowed. You can see the difference between where I mowed it and where I didn't mow it, and all the let it get too far. Good couple guys there. He's doing good. He's doing real good. You're all right. Don't worry about that coat, I'll get it. I get it. Kind of hard getting a big trailer in and out of a little driveway. Not a problem. You didn't hit the mailbox. Another big part of life down the drain. Just think, now I got enough money to go buy another Lickity Log splitter because I haven't signed up for the 12-step program for Lickity Log splitter addiction yet. See y'all later. We're about 2 hours into this. We'll see you. Bye-bye now. Hi there, guys. Just going on to the next thing in the projects of today. This is a 1958 Apache camping trailer. I've had it for years and years. It was given to me by my neighbor. I still have the original title for it, or not. I don't know if it's the original title or whatever, but I used it for many years. I had my steam engines in here, and I went from steam engine show to steam engine show, displaying that little bunch of steam engines in there. I'll go in there and show them to you again if you haven't seen them. They're just little miniature working models. They're cast, and old machinists put steam engines together. Well, I could put all this stuff on here, and then I had a cover that went over and a canvas cover that went over this. But you ought to, what's neat is you ought to look one of these things up in on the internet. And there's one guy that's got one. It's all fixed up. It's beautiful. It had canvas that came up over the top here and then came down, and then you had a doorway and all sorts of stuff. So I'm gonna pressure wash it. I got it for sale. I just getting rid of things still. But after it was the steam engine trailer for many years, it became an irrigation trailer. So I kept all the couplers for my irrigation. It's got some nice compartments in here, which we're going to spray out and try to clean up, trying to make it look a little more presentable for selling. And then all the risers, or not all the risers, I had a whole thing of risers, because this whole field used to be under irrigation. All the corn patch and pumpkin patch and potatoes, and before those trees were there, that was all crops. Down there where all that sawmill wood yard is, that was all produce. One of these days I'll have to find some pictures of that. That was before these kind of cameras. So I want to pressure wash this. So this is kind of a before thing. There's a big bee's nest in this one. I don't know if I showed that, or a wasp nest or something from, I don't know. It's nothing in there now. No, it wasn't. Oh, it was the other side. Those are the legs for it. I actually still got the legs. I don't have a key, but it wouldn't take much. There's a spare tire. The little notch thing is broke there, but that's pretty standard. I guess it was in the back of one of these. Had a, well, I'm not doing too good at finding it. I guess I'm not too good at the price of right. I would have picked the wrong door. You can see kind of what's left of it in there. Anyhow, I'm going to pressure wash it. You're seeing a before picture, and in a little bit you'll see an after picture. So we'll see you in a little bit. Well, guys, I told you I'd bring you back after the pressure washing was done. It looks 100 times better. Then the water really doesn't get out of these spots, so I had to get the wet vac. I just finished cleaning the wet vac out, rinsing that all out. We're 2.5 hours into this crazy nonsense, so it takes a lot of time to do stuff that you would think would be very minuscule. I'm missing a leg. I got this for sale on Facebook. But it turned out I'm pleased with it. The holes, there's holes here, and holes here. Those are where the lines for the steam engines went. And so now it's just sitting out here drying, waiting for somebody to come over and hopefully buy it. Guess I got to get my Googles. This turned out a whole lot better looking. And this side, I don't know if the doors were up when you guys saw it or not. That still looks bad the way the sun's hitting it. But other than that, now there is one of these, I think maybe I said earlier that the guy polished all the aluminum up. Looks pretty good. Looks like it needs some new snaps. I guess the doors are kind of wrapped over, so I guess if I put this up, some of the water will go out of the doors. Maybe it'll heat up, I don't know. Anyhow, what's next on the agenda? Oh, the pressure washer gave me a fit. I would get from there to get over here and it'd stop. Get from here, go over there, it'd stop. Get from here to get over there, it'd stop. So I figured, well, it's got a clogged fuel strainer in it. So it's not too hard to do. It's kind of awkward. Number one, you know, I came over with a bunch of American wrenches and then it was metric, which I should have known because it said Honda. Honda's usually, this thing's always been a good motor. So I pulled this thing down, which was not easy to get to, cleaned the strainer out, which did not have a speck of dirt in it. Then I pulled the bowl off the carburetor. I couldn't find anything wrong, and it's acting up the whole time I was pressure washing. You'd be pressure washing for a while and then stopped. I did turn around and put some aviation gas in it, and no, it has never had alcohol gas in it. It might have had a little condensate in there, but I didn't see any signs of moisture in that little fuel filter bowl. I didn't notice anything anywhere. So now I got to clean all this up. So the next thing you know, you got 3 hours into pressure washing a camper. I don't know if that's worth it or not. So next we're going to go up there and start taking apart the ice machine up there. I need to make some ice, so I'll bring you back when I get up there. See you in a minute. Hi guys. Back here working on something else. Welcome to Frigate Jeep. My name's John. I don't know where this will go in the video. It might be toward the end. I'm wearing down today. I started early by loading those manure spreaders. He got here at, probably, I think he got here about 9:30. Picked those up, and I worked late last night, which you'll see some of that moving the stuff around and that kind of stuff. And that, I don't usually get going till noon. I had a lot done by noon today, so kind of like the Army, they get more done before I even get up. But I just finished, I'm getting ready to do the ice machine. I just finished mowing for about 2 hours. I pressure washed the Apache trailer, which I had numerous problems with that. Then I mowed down to, you might be able to see the path, I mowed to just the other side of the greenhouse. So I got that field mowed, this front field mowed, the triangle field mowed there, over by the pine trees mowed. Half of that was already mowed. It got away from me, so I might have to get the vacuum out, and the dead grass is just too deep. So I ran out of ice, so we're gonna be taking the ice machine. Well, you got to take it apart to turn it on inside, but I Clorox it down. I have a Clorox water mix in there, and I Clorox it down a little bit after I shut it down every time. We had two parties that we supplied ice for, and each one took 100 pounds of ice, which that's not a problem. Anyhow, this is what the inside of an ice machine looks like, or this one here. I'm going to pull the plug on it. You can see the water there looks a little not as good as it should look. This little plug, whoops, I don't know if you saw that. This little plug here cost like $25. It's like it's starting to disintegrate, which is kind of making me mad. We'll let that water go out of there. I got the hose back here. So I'll hose all that down. Then put in some Clorox water. And that's what I do every time before I start it. Smells a little musty. Musty and dusty, I guess. It sounds like the water. Yeah, I must have never turned the water off last time. There's a little, I don't know if you can see down, there's a little push thing that goes back and forth to get it going. I'm gonna hose this off too. If you're not familiar with the ice machine, water comes in here and pumps up here and goes over a tray. Or this particular ice machine, they're not all alike, I'm sure. You can take this cover off. I'll show you where the ice cubes are made. This takes straight well water. I'm not. There's no filter involved. If you understand how ice freezes, a little clip. I hope I don't break it. Okay, what it does is the pump over here pumps the ice up here, and when it starts getting cold, this will freeze up and the ice will just dribble over it. And water freezes before contaminants. Okay, so anytime you see ice that's not crystal clear, that means it has contaminants in it. Contaminants are so small you couldn't even see them. What this thing here is the bridge that holds it into one block, so that by that little adjustment there, you figure out how thick that bridge is. So that's kind of how that works. So I'm going to hose that down up in there a little bit. Not that it needs it. It looks pretty good, but I do that anyway. I'm gonna put this back on there. When it starts up, there's a little piece of dirt there. I'll hose that down a little bit more. Anyhow, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this up and just turn it on and start making ice, and I'll bring you back in the morning. And this will I'll probably have 200 to 300 pounds of ice by morning. It's getting to be about 5 o'clock now. I'll probably get it turned on by 6. So 6 to 6, I should have 200 pounds. So it'll be good. So we'll bring you back in the morning and show you some ice. Bye-bye. Can you see all the diamonds down there? They don't shine too much in the camera. I don't know whether they're shining. Maybe they'll shine better this way. Well, I have to look at the end of the day to see if those really shine. That's the first batch of ice cubes that I got the ice machine running. It's up there making ice. For some reason, I always throw the first batch away. Got the pressure washer put away. Got this thing all cleaned out, vacuumed out, cleaned out the wet vac after I got that. Now I'm going to go up and put that together. I got the Bobcat put away. Lawn looks a lot better mowed. Got it mowed. So I'm going to put that away. Then we're going to go down and play in the wood yard a little bit. So don't go away just yet. We'll see you in a bit. Hi guys. Told you after clean up all that stuff, we come down here and play a little bit. Oh lordy. Get down here so it looks like I'm in the camera. What's better than one wood splitter? Stereo wood splitters. These are the 2 Lickity Log splitters I happened to acquire. They just showed up out of nowhere, and I didn't sign up for that 12-step program of Lickity Log splitter addiction yet. Maybe another one will pop up now that I sold all that stuff up there. We just don't know. Anyhow, we'll see if we can get these started and just pop a couple. I don't do it this way normally. Oh, I'll show you some of the features if you haven't seen it. I'll take this off of here a second. These are both pretty much identical, except for that one's got rags under the filter and that one just leaks. It must be a problem. That's just an old greasing thing. That should not be a filter. Actually, it should be a strainer. But who knows? This one right now, okay, they're set here for how long a log you want. So this one here is set to stop at this position. This one here is set to go back all the way. This is the one I just got that was a parts one. I'm still kind of playing with both of them a little bit. There's a few things that need. So this lever here is how you change, and you just change it by moving. Oh, I can't do it with one hand. Moving this, you can see how it moves up or back. Move it up or back a notch. Let's see if they'll start, and of course they'll start. They're Kohler engines. That's what's on the fastest wood splitter on YouTube. You know that. It's an old Kohler motor. Can't get you back in the tripod. There you go. That's a pretty good spot here, I guess. Let's see what we can do. Oh, another feature that you want to notice is these engines idle, and then as soon as you pull the lever, they go up to operating speed. If they start, they're supposed to hammer that like a jackhammer, and that's what that one was doing over there. Well, I thought you might be interested in coming along with that for a little bit. That's going to end. That's going to be the final end of today's. I don't know how much I got added up. Leave a comment how you like those beasts. I think they do pretty good. They still need a little bit of adjusting. This one didn't hammer. I don't know the speed at the rate that they're supposed to hammer like that. That one up there, you could hear it going bang, 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 and it hits it like a jackhammer. And it's part of this valving back here, which is kind of interesting. The fact they go back to idle, I think it was Andrew just made one of his wood splitters that when it returns, it goes back to, the engine goes back to idle. This thing also, they also have a thing on it, which I haven't figured this out yet. There's a little knob down here that I worked on that one, and it's spring loaded, but I can't get it to spring. Maybe I worked on that one over there. No, this is the one I worked on. Anyhow, somehow they're supposed to do auto stroke, so it just keeps going up and down, up and down. I don't want it to do that. They've taken that feature out from what I'm reading on these things. So, stereo Lickity Log splitters, guys. We'll see you later. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Tell me how you like these things. We'll see you later now. Bye-bye.